How's it going, everybody? And welcome to Justthenobodys podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm your host, Daniel.
And today we're doing a podcast.
What a great intro that has been. I want to start it off with a banger.
Oh,
Okay?
he says a banger.
Okay, so remember when I talked about how birds are fake?
Yeah, and literally shocked everybody.
Okay, so a while ago, there was a guy who came out and he said he is an ex-CIA agent whose job was collect every single bird and replace them with surveillance drones. This was during the Cold War, though. They want to see if there's any spies in the U.S.
If you could collect all the birds, it would make sense to use them as some kind of surveillance.
Since birds sit on telephone wires, that's how they charge. Okay, so I saw a video by Shane Dawson. There's a video of Vladimir Putin. He puts his hand out to a pigeon like he's going to feed it or something.
Yeah.
And the pigeon salutes him.
Shut up.
Salutes him.
What the heck is that?
Isn't
That's
that
weird.
crazy, though?
That's really weird.
Okay, this may be an edited video, but that is a good edit if it's an edited video. Makes pretty good sense why it could happen. But
Yeah.
then I saw that video, and
Dude,
I'm
that
like,
seals the deal.
yeah.
That seals it. You know the movie Onward, right?
Onward was such a good movie.
Have you heard of the Onward theory?
No.
So basically, there's a theory that Remy from Ratatouille is actually in Onward. So remember when they go to the restaurant where the manticore owns it? So if you look in the kitchen, you actually see a rat cooking. So there's a theory that using magic, Remy was able to transform himself to grow. We saw Barley shrink,
Right.
and we also saw him get bigger. And it would be one thing if we just saw a rat walking on the street that looked like Remy.
Right.
But the fact that he's cooking,
It makes total sense.
right, just like what Remy would do. And we know that the whole Pixar theory, right, how they're all connected. So
Oh my
it would make sense that
gosh.
he's pursuing his dream of cooking.
I'm telling you right now, that was one of the few Pixar movies that almost made me cry. Like the brother connection.
Yeah,
Like just me and you being brothers,
right.
it hit me pretty hard.
Oh my! Did you hear about the kid that literally almost lost his arm because of Squid Game? So basically, the Squid Game cookies, right? Like the honeycomb, where they have to get the needle and they
Yeah.
have to punch out the shapes. So this kid decided to make the cookies. So he puts it in a cup and he's boiling it in the microwave. He's watching it. He notices that it's starting to boil and bubble.
Yeah.
So he immediately turns off the microwave and he opens it up. But when he grabs the cup and it gets out of the microwave, it blows up.
No.
It gets all over his arms and his legs.
What the heck?
So he ends up going to the hospital and ends up getting first-degree burns on his skin. Because he has first-degree burns on
Yeah.
and he didn't treat it properly, he has to wear pressure bandages all over his burns. So for a year. They said he has to wear it for a year. So it's going to be all over his arms and his legs. All because he probably wanted to do the trend.
Yeah, because usually when people make it, it's on a stove and they just put it in a pot.
Have you ever heard about how McDonald's try to make their menu more healthy? So they actually came out with bubblegum broccoli. So I basically saw this TikTok by this girl named Cassandra where she breaks down McDonald's weirdest facts and things that they've done. And what's so crazy about this bubblegum broccoli, it's literally pink and purple. It looks like bubblegum and it smells and tastes like bubblegum.
That's disgusting.
Could you imagine rolling up through the drive-thru and then seeing, bubblegum broccoli? That is not gonna get me to want to order it. I feel like the amount of preservatives and artificial flavoring they have to put into that broccoli is probably worse than just getting a burger at that point. Have you ever wondered why they have the golden arches? McDonald's made the golden arches
Uh-huh.
to create a nurturing, very familiar, nice environment. If you turn the golden arches upside down, they're actually based on women's breasts.
What?
Okay, so psychologically, it's supposed to make the customer feel oh, it's my mom, nurturing, this is the place to go for good food.
I never look at those things and think of, wow, those look like breasts.
I don't either. Let me make that clear. I don't either. But for some people, it does. On National Women's Day, certain locations, they flipped them upside down to make them look like breasts. That's what she said.
Every time I go to McDonald's, I'm just going to see, hey, breasts.
Also, did you know that you could get married at McDonald's? And guess how much it is?
How much?
It's only $1,200.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, this is what you get. They make you a wedding cake out of apple pies.
Stop it.
You get to invite up to 50 guests, and you get your own personal DJ for the day.
Are you kidding me?
And you get to get married inside of a McDonald's.
Oh my God. Ryan, should we do that?
You also get, McDonald's gives you McDonald's wedding rings.
Okay, if this video gets 2,000 likes, we're going to do it.
2,000?
We're going to do it.
All right,
2,000
guys,
likes, we're going to
you
do
heard of.
McDonald's wedding, 2,000 likes. Oh my gosh.
And we'll film the full podcast inside the McDonald's.
Guys, please, let's do
No,
this.
I don't know. Is that
please.
crazy? Did you know also that there's actually a McDonald's college? It's literally called Hamburger University, where people can get a college degree in the history of burgers, learn about how to cook them, learn about everything burger. And they have them across the world. If this video gets 5,000 likes, we'll send Daniel to the burger college.
Oh my god. Yeah, can we?
Oh my god.
Get my degree in burgers? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, I have a crazy theory about Pokemon Go.
Are you serious?
Yeah, okay, so Shane Dawson did a video on this, right? And Pokemon Go, there's a theory that companies pay them to promote their businesses.
Why would they do that?
Okay.
Why would they have to pay for that?
No. Think about it, okay? Companies will pay Pokemon Go to place rare Pokemon in front of their business. So people will go there and hang out there trying to catch that Pokemon in front of their business to drive traction to their business.
I guess it would get me to go. Everyone was traveling to go find like the spot to be, you know?
But if Starbucks wanted to get a promotion, right? They pay Pokemon Go and say, hey, put a Charizard in front of Starbucks and see how many people come.
Oh my gosh.
Right. You'll have to sit there for a little bit and sometimes they'll like disappear or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But if people are there hanging out for long periods of time, they're going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm at Starbucks, might as well get a drink. Shane Dawson did say that countries could use it to find secret locations in other countries. Sometimes they'll say like, stop, you're entering a restricted area, right? But the app is always tracking you, right? You see the map, it's always tracking you where you go, right? So they're saying countries get data from that app. And whenever someone hits a restricted zone, they see, oh, maybe that country's hiding something there.
Oh, how weird.
Right? Say a secret military base is here, right? They just look at all the places people are forbidden to go to, and they can spot it. Hey, maybe they're hiding something there. Going off of Shane Dawson theories, he had some crazy theories about the show Friends.
Dude, Friends was a great show.
I love Friends, but let me tell you something. The entire show is all within a dream that Rachel has. The season 4 DVD cover is all the characters like sleeping in a bed. All of their eyes are closed except for Rachel, as if she's like the special character. The first episode, the opening scene, all the friends are in Central Perk. Rachel runs in her wedding dress. It's a dream that Rachel has the night before her wedding because she starts to have second thoughts. Meets up with new friends and meets her old high school friends and lives a completely different life. She dreams of her life without having the wedding.
Oh, how weird is that? Because it is kind of weird how they rekindle the friendship. Like, she hasn't seen them in a long time, and all of a sudden, just so happens she runs away from her wedding and then sees her old friends from high school.
Exactly. It's so coincidental. Like, she runs in and then she goes, Monica. Like, she had no idea.
Oh
know what
my
I mean?
gosh. Like, from a theory perspective, it's like, that's a good theory.
There's a really sad theory, dark theory about Phoebe.
Oh, not about Phoebe. Phoebe's so like innocent and like such a good character.
Throughout the show, Phoebe explains her childhood, how it was like always super dark. She didn't really have a family and she was actually like growing up homeless. So people have said that the whole show is just Phoebe's imagination. I know I said the whole show could be Rachel's dream, but there's also a theory that it's all Phoebe's imagination. The theory goes that she was always homeless. She never grew up to be the Phoebe we see in the show. And she would just look through the Central Perk window and stare at that group of friends. And she would just imagine her life, what it would be like if she was a part of that friend group.
Now that's really sad. So this week on TikTok, I talked about how to avoid your teacher calling on you in school. I saw an article by Wayland Student Press where they talked about how like kids, for one, most kids don't want to be called on.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Like, I am one of them. But they talked about, like, strategies, how to avoid your teacher from calling on you.
Yep.
Like, we've all done the tie your shoe thing. We've all done, like, drop the pencil. So, like, what they talked about was look directly in your teacher's eyes when they're talking. Because the teacher is scanning the room, right? They're looking around to see who's paying attention and who's not. They see you paying attention. They're like, okay, Christopher over there, you're paying attention. So I'm not going to call on you.
Yeah.
But they said right when the teacher is about, like, right when she asks a question or he asks a question, you look at the teacher, and then you look at another student, right? And all of a sudden, your teacher's going to focus on that student that you just looked at because they've been locking eyes with you.
See,
and they're going to call on that kid instead of you.
See, I was always that kid that looked like he wasn't paying attention.
So another strategy they said was, like, pretend like you're going through your notes. Like, when they're asking a question, like, so, like, what president did this? And then you're like, oh, you know, going through my notes, like, trying to... Guys, I'm trying, right? And the teacher's like, oh, look at him over there hustling. Like, good job, you know?
Yeah.
And then they see someone over there like you. They're going to call in that kid now. They said drop a pencil. Like, right when he or she asks a question, you just drop a pencil. And then you, like, go down to grab it. And then, like, your teacher's going to be like, oh, so-and-so over there is busy, so I'm not going to call on them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Another one was talking about like when your teacher asks a question, like, and obviously for the most part, you have a couple kids probably in your class that are like participating, like they're raising their hand.
Right.
And if you really want to like show your teacher like I'm trying, but you don't know the answer, just like when everybody raises their hand, just raise your hand, right? And if for some reason your teacher calls on you, you just say like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I got to really use the restroom." Like, and then kind of like get up like you're ready to go. So you look like it's urgent.
Yeah.
You know? Don't stick around and be like, "Can I? Maybe?" Because the teacher's could say, "Well, you're welcome to go if you answer the question." So if you just kind of get up, right? Like, "Oh my gosh, this is bad. This is bad." You know, I don't want to puddle in my seat, if you know what I mean. You know?
Yeah.
And get out. Oh, man. Speaking of crazy theories, too, this week. So I told Daniel about this theory. Showering could be bad. It sounds crazy. There's a theory that showering is bad. And I feel that it could be true.
I definitely think it's true after what you told me.
So there's this guy named Dr. Zeichner.
Yep.
And what he found was that showering every day could be bad for you. You know, we have bad bacteria on our skin, and we also have good bacteria on our skin. And the good bacteria on our skin actually helps prevent like illnesses, disease, and like helps us protect ourselves from germs.
Right.
As crazy as it sounds, right?
Yeah.
But we obviously have bad bacteria, right? But the more we shower, when we shower every day, it clears out all the good bacteria, right, that we need to be able to fight disease and strengthen our immune system. So there's another doctor named George Moncrief, like I told you,
Yeah.
who hasn't showered with soap in 20 years. The ingredients used in like modern day soaps and shampoos, there's a lot of sketchy stuff in them. It does damage. It actually can create like cracks in our skin.
Yeah.
That allows bacteria again to enter, and it creates us like to get sick and stuff.
Right.
So he said he doesn't wash with soap anymore. He uses like oils and stuff. And like say you get home from school Friday, you feeling good. You have Saturday, Sunday, you just lounge at the house. There's no reason to shower, really.
There's really no reason, yeah.
So they found that showering like every 2 to 3 days is good. Like that was like a safe number they found.
Yeah.
But like I remember I told you like Mila Kunis, Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, Johnny Depp, all these guys do not shower daily. Like they feel it's actually bad for them. Take it from them, right? Being like some of the most like well known for their looks, right? Good skin.
That's true. And good hair.
Good hair. Yeah, they ain't using shampoo, that's for sure.
You know, usually when you're dirty, right, you feel like really itchy and stuff like that.
Right.
I was feeling itchy after showering because I'm so like dry and like cracking.
Yeah. There's a doctor on TikTok that actually did a fact or cap test on us.
Dang.
According to dermatologist Dr. Zeichner, found that showering every day actually does more harm to your body than you realize.
What's bad about it then?
They found that showering with hot water actually removes a lot of good bacteria on your body, and the good bacteria actually helps prevent disease and infection. And it's also found that hot water will dry out our bodies, and it creates little cracks in our skin that leads to infection in our body. And it's found that showering every day can actually lead to rashes, allergies, and eczema. And we passed.
We passed the test.
We passed the test. And that's such a great, like, I felt very good knowing that, hey, at least we put out there, like, good information.
Yeah.
And the doctor said it was good. So that's a win. For this part of the podcast, we're going to be doing a segment called Whose Side Are You On? And people talk about the real life situations. And some of the stories are really crazy. So there's always two sides to every story. And we determine who's right and who's wrong. And we usually have my girlfriend on this segment. Her name is Leia. And here she is. Shout out to Leia. She made our Squid Game costumes. If you guys haven't seen it, we'll dub in the photos right now. All right. Leia's in the house. All right.
Leia.
How you guys doing tonight? My boyfriend is keeping secrets from me.
Oh, boy.
About a week ago, a mutual friend, female, 24 years old, let's call her Katie, asked my boyfriend, male, 24 years old, let's call him John, to go to dinner, just the two of them. These two have been friends since elementary school, so I wasn't bothered by it because they do this to catch up every few months. The newest part of this is that Katie is now dating another of our mutual friends, male, 24-year-old, let's call him Steve. Well, Steve was a bit concerned that Katie had asked John to dinner, but I explained it happens every once in a while. I trust John very much as we have been together for 3+ years with no issue. Well, after John gets home, he doesn't say much about dinner and keeps the topics of the night about random stuff. John and I are getting ready for bed, and I asked, "How was dinner?" And he said, "It was fine. We talked about a lot, but I can't tell you."
What? What?
I asked why not, and he said, "She told me not to tell anyone, including you." I asked if what she said affected me or had anything to do with me, and he said no. So I asked why he wouldn't tell me. We are in a relationship, and I shouldn't be hiding stuff from each other. I explained how I always tell him what people tell me as long as it's not a surprise or something for him. He said, "I'm going to respect the friend I've known longer than you and not say anything." I'm already upset.
Oh, man.
That's when she got upset. I think it's okay for being mad he wouldn't tell me what they talked about at dinner. I'm genuinely confused as to whether I should be upset since we are dating and he's not telling me, or be understanding. Whose side are you on?
Oh, my goodness.
What's really unsettling to me is that we still don't know what was said, right?
No, we don't.
Wait, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. We don't know because he just wouldn't tell his girlfriend.
That is so messed up.
So are we thinking that maybe he's having an affair with her?
Okay, well, first of all, why would he go, "Oh, we had a nice conversation, but I can't tell you what it was"? Why would he even say that?
Or maybe he has plans to propose to her.
See,
Let's hope it's that.
that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's just a surprise.
Yeah, maybe it's like a birthday surprise. Like a surprise party.
Because that actually happens a lot. A lot of people like say like, "Oh, I can't tell you what it is." Usually the girl is like in on it too, like, "Oh, it's her friend. We're gonna like prank her or like surprise her with something."
But then again, I feel like because you've surprised me before for my birthday,
Uh-huh.
but you covered it up so well. Like, you were just saying, like, "Oh, let's just go take pictures." Like, why you even have to say, like, "Oh, like, I'm doing something, but I can't tell you what it is."
Why wouldn't he just like say like, "Oh, we talked about like old times. We talked about like going to the park and stuff." Like, why pretend like there's something?
Right.
Yeah, why add that?
Yeah, he should have just lied. I hate, like, lying is bad. Lying is bad. But I'm just saying, like, if you have to cover up something beneficial for them, right, for like a surprise party, just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we talked about like," just say things you talked about that you could talk about.
It's literally like he's trying to make her jealous. Like he's literally like making an effort to make her jealous.
I felt that.
He should have just cleared it up. He should have just said, "Oh, we talked about this," right?
Yeah.
Like, make something up. If he's planning a birthday party or proposing to her, whatever it may be, just give her some like peace of mind,
Yeah. But if you are hiding something, you are a terrible boyfriend. Because that is messed up.
I agree.
You gotta do better.
Do better.
So I guess with that, I think we know the verdict is the guy is wrong.
The guy is definitely wrong. That is so messed up, though.
Yeah, it is. Totally girlfriend side.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, man.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Thank you, Leia. Now get out.
You get out. All right. There'll be someone out there. Maybe you'll meet someone at McDonald's College, University of Burgers.
Oh my gosh. And then we can have burger degrees together.
And you can get married at McDonald's for $1,200. I'll even pay for your wedding.
Wait, that's a great plan. Wait, what? Like last week,
Okay.
I want to bring in dumbest ways people have died.
It's really eye-opening to like see. It's sad, but at the same time, I'm just like, how does that even happen? How do these people die? Like, how did they even go through that?
Okay, so I got this from a channel called Be Amazed. So there was a farmer, right? He was walking through his farm and he noticed there was a beehive and he
Okay.
didn't want it to like hurt any of the animals or anything. He said, I just need to get rid of them. But
Okay.
he didn't know the proper way to do it. He just knew that you needed like fire, like the smoke, and that the bees sting so I can't get stung. That's all he knew. Okay?
Okay. I mean, I feel like everyone knows, like, don't get close to a bee because they're gonna sting you.
Right. But he wanted to protect himself.
Okay.
So what he did is he got a plastic bag, just a regular like grocery store plastic bag,
Okay.
and he put it over his head. Okay?
What about his other parts of his body?
Right. That's what you were thinking, right? What about his other parts of his body?
Yeah.
So he went to the beehive with this bag over his head. But one thing he forgot to do, okay? He forgot that he had to breathe. He forgot that he needed a hole in the bag to breathe.
Are you kidding right now?
So later throughout the day, his wife's looking for him. He suffocated to death from the bag on his head.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Like
not even by the bees, by the bag that he put on his head.
okay, don't you think you'd struggle to breathe till you just take off the bag?
That's what I was thinking. But he had it fastened so tightly on him that he couldn't get it off.
That's like so sad.
Right? It makes you think, why didn't you rip a hole in the bag?
Well, like, even when you're struggling, right? Why don't you just rip it?
Up next, right? There was a guy who has like a workshop in his backyard, but it has a chimney. Okay? So
Okay.
he's like, you know, it gets pretty messy in here. Let me clean the chimney. I think I need to clean out the chimney. Okay? So he's like, my broom's not long enough. So let me tie my broom to a chain. But I'll dangle it from the top and try to clean it like that.
Got it. So it's like kind of like he can drop it in,
Yeah.
pull it up, drop it. Got it.
But then he goes, I need something to weigh it down though. Like I need something pulling on the chain so it could be down there for stay down there in the same spot. Okay? So what he does is he goes to his like work desk and he goes, what can I use here? Hey, I found a grenade. Let me use that.
You're not serious.
Ryan, he used a grenade. And he said, you know what? I need to weld the grenade to the chain so it's stuck to the chain so it could hold. He tried to weld the grenade to the chain with fire. With fire, Ryan. What do you think happened next?
It went boom, boom.
It went boom, boom.
Dude, what? Like, there's times where I'm like questioning, like, man, Ryan, sometimes you're really dumb, right? And then I hear stories like this, and I'm like, I'm a lot smarter than that guy.
Ryan, he used a grenade
That's crazy.
as a weight.
What? No, okay. That's the huge red flag. The fact that he thought he could use a grenade, right? That's obviously right.
Yeah.
But when he thought about welding it
Yep.
with fire, a torch,
Yeah. Come on.
that's like suicide. Like he should have known.
Yeah. These left me speechless. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of there. I don't even know what to say.
Okay. So on to the next one. This one I think is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Wow, the first two were not ridiculous.
Okay. You're right. But this one's really crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy just bought a new lava lamp. Okay, you know how lava lamps, like, they get hot. You're told not to touch them when they're on
Right.
because they get really hot, right? So he bought it and he, like, set it on his desk. He goes, man, it's not really working too good. Maybe, just maybe, it'll work if I heat it up on the stove. So what he does, he cranks the stove,
Yeah.
puts his brand new lava lamp right on the fire,
Okay.
right? He's like, wow, it's actually starting to work. Boom, boom, once again, the lava lamp glass impaled his heart.
Oh my gosh. Are
Right.
you serious?
He put the lava lamp on the stove.
Yeah, I honestly, maybe I'm just being stupid here, right? I mean, I didn't think that was gonna like kill him.
Obviously he didn't either, but it did.
I mean, like, I thought it was just gonna heat it up, right? And I
Mhm.
thought you were gonna tell me. Then the guy went to go grab it, and then he realized how hot it was. And then it fell on him, and then it burned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna explode like that.
He placed it on the stove thinking nothing was going to happen. A full electric device on the stove. Right? Because you plug lava lamps in.
You're right. I didn't even think of that.
He put the lava lamp and the cord on the stove thinking
Wow.
nothing was going to happen.
So the glass blew up and it shot at him.
And impaled him in the heart.
My gosh.
A lava lamp. He died from a lava lamp.
Dude, what is up with these people?
I don't know.
It's literally past midnight right now. And now I'm just going to be thinking about lava lamps and broomsticks with grenades and beehives with plastic bags around people's heads.
I'm going to be thinking about getting a burger degree.
Yeah. Guys, like we said, 2,000 likes and we're going to go to get married at McDonald's.
McDonald's wedding.
But guys, thank you so much for all the support on TikTok and thank you for all the support on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video and please hit the subscribe button. It really helps just kind of see like what you guys like your input. We're down to talk about whatever you guys want. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok and we'll see you guys on YouTube next week.
See you on the TikTok.
See you guys. God bless you.
Love ya.